It's 4:30 in the morning, and we are into the book. These are some easy pages because it's just breaking down styles of home, styles of the building. So these are kind of some easy pages to get through. I might go a little bit further into the book to see. I might go through a few more pages then, just so I don't feel like I cheated. But it does say 10 pages, and because it says 10 pages, I could count and just say, hey, you know what? I did 10, but I think we're going to get past this and do a few more pages. But actually, I like this one right here. I love that one. This is part of the reason why I see why so many people like. Ooh, I like that one too. I see why so many people love Fixer Upper. I love Fixer Upper as well. I was more of a flipper flop guy, but I love Fixer Upper too. Anyway, gonna continue to read, and I will talk to you when it's time to weigh in. Day 21. Would you do something for me? Okay, let's stop the jokes. I'm sorry. Time right now, 5:50, 0550, and actually 0551. Today was weigh-in day. Let's talk about that for a second, shall we? Hold on. Much better. So I got up, used the bathroom, weighed in, and my weight was 328.9. Now I like to give myself 3 weighs. 324.5. Weighed again. 327.4. Just gave it one more try. 327.4. So I guess we're at 327.4 from 331.1. Now, I didn't do the body water thing. I want to wait till probably tomorrow, or I might give it another week to watch and see what happens. But that does mean we're making progress. And progress is better than nothing. Even if it slowed down, I know we were breaking a lot of ground and everything like that. And that's fine, we're not going back up on the scale, which is what I was kind of fearing a little bit, especially the last few days. But, it kind of means that we're moving still in the right direction. We're still on target to hit the 320 mark. As long as nothing drastic comes up, we're going to hit the 320 mark. So we are taking off the fat. Now the question is, we got to put some muscle on. Something to help burn even more fat. And it's like my fingers are crossed. At my next check-in, I can go ahead and go back to lifting, or at least get cleared to do a little bit more than some resistance bands on the bike. Feels good though. Feels good to be back in the 320s. Like I say, the ultimate goal is 285. So, anyway, I forgot my water over there for some reason. We're going to take our Gaines Candy. Oh, now I can actually open this back up. My bad. We're going to take our Gaines Candy Mito Burn and our Gaines Candy Calor Burn. Once again, when people ask me, does stuff like that work? I don't know, but then again, I am down to 320, the 327. You know, part of me, listen, let me tell you something. Part of me does want to take that 324, but I couldn't pop it a second time. I popped the 328. I popped the 327 twice. I can't pop that 324 a second time. So that right there tells me that was probably a fluke. Though it would be great to say, yes, I'm only 4 pounds away. I'm only 4 pounds away. We got to be honest with ourselves. This is all about integrity. Did we pop that number twice? Here's the thing. If I would have popped it twice, I would have said, okay, maybe let's say 326.5 and put it in the middle. Even 328 doesn't sound too bad. 327 sounds more plausible. So, and this is, because I do a thing where I want 3 times. So I do move the scale, increment little areas. And if I get the same number 3 times, when I keep moving it, whatever number comes up 3 times is going to be the number we're going to go with. And 327 was the number that popped 3 times. 328 popped twice. 324 popped once. So we're moving in the right direction. I know I should probably build a place for my scale and say, this is it. This is the only place it's going to sit. But I can't do that. Especially when I like to take my scale with me when I travel. So, and then again, I buy so many scales and I leave them places like, hey, I'll be back to Portland soon. Hold my scale for me. You can use it too. Make your own little thing and you could use it as well. Then again, I got scales that are like, hey, you can keep that one. So anyway, I'm going to take my Gaines candy and we will get out of here about 6:30. 6:30 we'll be out of here. Alpha Lion, can I tell you something real quick? Mr. Lion of Alphas. If you really want to make this into Gaines candy, here's the idea. This would be a good fireball inspired one. Look, you can use like one of those little one of those stevia ones or monk fruit that won't break your fast. This could be like a cinnamon what do you call those? It was the one where like you put it in your mouth and it's like cinnamony and it's hot and it just burns your tongue. This could be an orange Starburst. Make it actual candy, dude. It's funny. I look in the mirror, I do see it in my face, but now I sit here and I feel like a fat fuck. I am a fat fuck, don't get me wrong. Actually, I'm more of a chubby fuck now. I want to go from chubby chaser to the chubby that gets chased. Does that make sense to y'all? No? Okay, fuck y'all too. So, what we are doing today is we're being tired today, technically. I don't know what that is. So we're tired right now. We're very tired. Like tired. But still sitting here thinking about that weigh-in this morning. Like I said, we're gonna go with the 327. Let's see where I'm at right now. As of right now, I'm at 11,622 steps, 2,100 calories burned, and 48 ounces. I didn't put my weight in yet. But I would say we're more than halfway done. I'll probably do another 30 minutes out here, and then I'll head in the house. It's going to be too hot to come back out here today. So I do at least want to get to 15,000. So we're going to at least get to 15,000 and then we'll be done for the day. So I'll probably say a little something along the way, but it's time to just relax for right now. So it's going to be about a 30-minute, maybe 30 minutes before we get back to it. So, yeah, buddy. Time right now, 9:41. I stayed out a little bit longer than I said I would. We got 32 ounces, another 24. We're going to drink this one first. Right now, we are sitting at 14,528. So just to get the rest of them, I'm going to walk the driveway a little bit. Also going to take 2 pain pills because it's like right in here. I'm having some pain. And in my same area in the back. We only burned 2,200 calories. That's it. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think tomorrow we're going to treat it as an active rest day. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to become one with the couch. We're going to become one with the exercise bike. We're going to become one with another form of exercise. We're going to look in and we're going to see what else we can do. I know the bike is a cool thing. I don't want to burn myself out on that one either. So we can look in here. We can look at what else we got going on. I might just go ahead and just screen record that because I don't want to do the whole, well, if we look right here. So I might hit that with a screen record. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I knew that lady on the track was saying, boy, you sweating. And this is after some of it dried. Man, I really do be out there sweating, huh? Good thing I drink enough water. That right now, I want you to know, sweat doesn't mean much of anything. Because I could just stand outside and sweat. So that doesn't mean you burn the fat. What it means is your body's cooling system is working. But the thing I also know is I'm going to have to buy like 2 more hoodies in my size right now because these things are about to start stinking. This is going to start to smell. So this is, next time I wash it, it's going to have to sit in the Huya in the washing machine for like an hour before. But I got 6 hours of fasting left. And Miss Shea Butter is sitting here cooking. That's why I don't like you sometimes, Shay. That's why your head big, Shay. Okay, I'm just kidding. I do like Shay. The rest of it is true. Her head is big, but go follow her. Guys, I'm telling you, there is something about that cup right there. That is, first I thought it was 30 ounces. It holds 32 comfortably. But something about that cup makes water disappear because I'm almost done with that. We're at 72 ounces right now. We got that 32. So I think that'd be 104. Yeah, 104 ounces. And then we still got that one up there. But yesterday I didn't journal. I was so tired last night. I got in bed. I looked at this blank page and I literally went to bed. But we're coming up on another week of 75 Hard. And what I want to do is I want to implement a part of this, which is every week we're going to make we're going to sit down with some goals. We're going to say kind of what we want to do. And this isn't going to replace today's journal. This is just going to replace yesterday's, what I should have done. Now, we don't have any business goals because I'm on disability right now, so we can't really do anything business-wise. I don't have a relationship, but we will add something in there. So let's look at it like this. Now, of course, you're not going to lose 10 pounds in 1 week. Oh, God, can you guys see that? No, you guys cannot. Now, we're not going to lose 10 pounds in 1 week, but we're almost at our goal. We're only a few pounds off of our goal. What is our goal? Let me see where our goal is. So we're at 327.4, which means we only have 7.4 pounds left to lose. So what I can do is we can say one of our goals is to, I'm going to put it big, lose 1.5, lose 1.5 pounds. This week. That's going to be our goal. Now, how do we get there? Now, apparently, you're going to want to limit your intake, but we're not going to limit it to 12,000. Well, 1,200. Sorry. If we limit it to 12,000, I'm going to look like Brian Shaw with none of the accolades. So what we can do underneath is put a little star right here, and we'll check these off as we do these. We're going to limit ourselves to about our caloric intake 1,550 per day. And we're going to track everything. This week is going to be the absolute tracking. Ooh. Oh, wait, is that dirt? Yeah, it looks like a little dirt. I need to clip these. Fun fact about me. Up until I actually got married, when I got married, I stopped biting my nails. So no matter what I kind of say about my ex-wife, she did for a while repair my nervous system. So thank you. Okay, so we're going to limit our intake per day to 1,550 calories per day. We are going to track all calories with Fitbit app. So we're going to put everything in there, and we're going to see exactly what it comes up to every single day. Doesn't matter. We're going to track 1,550. So, of course, there's nothing in water. There's nothing, there's like those 5 to 10 calories in those little packs. We're going to keep those in mind. I should have kept the boxes at this point. Oh, well, I'll remember. But we'll track. We'll track everything. So that means these journals will change a little bit. So we can have all the food in there, all the ounces of food, all the ounces of everything, and we'll figure it out from there. Some things are going to be hard, like the chicken quarters, because, you can't just, you got to take a really good guesstimate of those, but oh well. He says it right here, do 20 minutes of cardio, a minimum 3 times a week. We are doing so we're going to do minimum 11,500 steps per day. And we're also going to add, this is going to be the big one. Second workout cannot be walking. I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of me being on walks, so we're going to find something else to do. Now, if I'm walking to the store, that's one thing. If someone says, hey, you want to go for a walk, it will count for steps. It will not count as a second workout. So we're going to limit that. He has drink at least 6 glasses of water each day. That's not enough. Well, it depends on your size. But now that we're getting a little smaller, we probably need to cut back a little bit, but I like what the water is doing. It's keeping me very satiated during the day. So we're going to say our minimum 170 fluid ounces of water. Now, where exactly did the whole drink at least 6 to 8 cups of water a day come from? I have no clue. Do not ask me where that came from. That was well before my time. But that is one of those things that someone came up with, and we're going to blow past that. 170 ounces. Train with weights 3 times a week. Well, since we still can't train with weights just yet, let's say, because we do have the resistance bands on that bike. So we're going to say twice a week. And that should get us 1.5. That should actually get us 2 if we're doing things right. Now, you understand there is improve my relationship with Carol. I don't know who Carol is, but here's what we can do. We can be friendlier, just a little bit friendlier. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to give one random compliment a day. Now, it can't be to the same person every single day. And it can't just be to a woman. It has to be to a random person. It doesn't matter. And you can give more than one. Give one random a day. We are also going to wave to more people. You will be shocked at how many people, drive past or walk past, and I just keep going. That water's almost gone, so we almost got another 32 ounces. We are going to encourage others. You will be shocked at how many people would be more out there if they just saw someone say, hey, you got this, keep going. That's not a compliment. That's not a random compliment. Encourage others. Sometimes you might just want to offer to walk, but I don't want to go that far. So this is our goal list for the week. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's come up with one more for the be friendlier part. Part of the be friendlier could be I don't know. What can we do? I don't want to just walk up and hug people. So give one random compliment, wave to more people, encourage others. Smile more. Because God forbid I do not smile. I really don't. So each one, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's 60 points. 70, 80, Jesus, 90, 100. A passing grade is a 70. And each day that I hit, we're going to put a check mark next to one of these. So if I don't hit it, the check mark doesn't go up. Is that a fair deal? Okay, this is about to be 13 minutes long, so let's wrap it there. I'm actually not tired. I'm just bored. So we are at 128 ounces of water now. So we only have second workout and the whatever you call it. But what I've decided to do is I did weigh myself today. I did that. But I didn't do the body water. So tomorrow, I don't know why I'm pointing because you can't see it behind the damn camera. But tomorrow, what we're going to do is we are going to step on the scale as soon as we wake up. Unfortunately, I didn't think about that and I drank the 32-ounce thing of water as soon as I woke up and took my pill. I don't want that to affect anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up, weigh ourselves tomorrow. Whatever that thing says is what it says. So if it says, if it confirms 327, great. If it doesn't confirm 327, that's going to be the weight. But we're not really looking at the weight. We're looking at body water. I want to make sure that my body water is going up, especially with how much water I've been drinking. If it's not going up, then that's something me and my dietitian is going to have to talk about to see what's going on. Because if I'm drinking all this water, now I know I'm sweating a lot out while I'm exercising, but what else is going on? But we'll find out, soon. But anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of a nap. I'll get up in a little bit and we will do a second workout of something. I know I got some yard chores to do between here and my neighbor's yard. So I might go ahead and knock both out at once. So it's going to be a hot one. So we'll figure out what we're going to do. So talk to you in about, I don't know. Talk to you. While we're on the subject, I just want to say something about those burgers yesterday. I know they were like 2-ounce burgers and everything, but those damn things filled me up last night. As a matter of fact, I was fucking full off of those little ass burgers. Like, okay, we're gonna stick with this. So I think I'm gonna add those burgers into the rotation. Like, it won't be every single week or every other week, but we'll add them in. The tacos were good too, but I'm missing my chicken. So I know I got this roast. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it on the grill probably early tomorrow morning. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is going to be an active rest day. So we're not going to go as hard, but I'm going to throw the roast on the grill tomorrow and we're just going to grill it. So I got to talk to you soon. I'm about to go to bed. Time right now is 16:02. Of course, we are now past our fasting time. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Mr. Beast has lose 100 pounds, win $250,000. Mr. Beast, I will take all your money. We got Tristan Lee, Strongest Man on Earth, Fit Girl Fantasy Cheat Day. When has Stephanie Buttermore made a new video? Let's see. Her last video was 2 years ago. Nah. Hold, guys, this might take a little second. Hold on. I know y'all didn't come for this. I know y'all didn't. Great American Bash 2000. What I eat. Week of meals while traveling. We're gonna look at Laura Spath while we eat. Anyway, we are over our fast. Our goal has been met. So we're gonna wait for it to pop up. I wonder why I can't see that light, but it's right there. Okay, there we go. 4:30. All right, 20 hours, 4 minutes, done. So today we got our water. I threw a cap full of lemon in there. But we are going to try this sun-kissed strawberry. You know, if I'm doing this, I really need to bring like a knife or something. Oh, got through all the way. All right. Also, we have a 8-ounce cup of RC zero calories. So, as we know, we shake it. No, I did bartend a little bit. Just a little bit. Foams up nicely. Last night, I honestly was just stressing so much about not having a car, relying on Ubers, not being able to find food, no food that I brought to prepare. So I canceled all my midweek flights, and I just booked a rental. That lemon juice brings out a lot. Oh, and we also have another thing of water right here. And for first serving, we got 2 of those tortillas. We got the rest of that ground beef I used to make tacos. We got a tablespoon of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of sriracha, and a 1/4 cup of rice. Don't ask me why I added the tortillas. They're just there for flavor. And because they were so damn good. Just dip a little bit into there. Oh. And a sprinkle of cheese. I probably should have made. Put the cheese in these. Anyway. Gonna eat, watch Laura. I'll get back with you.
So I got cheese. Not that cheese
I am so jealous.
Fat, but in this case, we're gonna do the best we can. And
I deleted those tortillas.
Extra patties on top.
Gonna keep watching her.
Have like 4
I got all my water.
So here we go.
Got all that one, all of that one, half of that left.
This is hitting the spot.
Boo. Okay, so that meal wasn't that big, but I'm kind of wiped out. So what I'm doing right now is I am reading the Champions Body for Life book, and you know, it's not too bad. It just feels like some things in here contradicts the original, which is fine, but I wish they would bring back Body for Life Challenge officially. I know they probably won't, but that's fine. Anyway, gonna sit here a little bit longer, chill out, relax, and then we'll go do something outside. So I'm in my garage. Okay, that was stupid. Anyway, got the weed killer out. We're about to go kill some weeds. It's a little windy out, So we're gonna go a little low. Well, not low. We're gonna go a little slower. Get our paces in, and this should be a little bit fun. Got some lo-fi hip hop beats. No, lo-fi hip hop heats. Jesus, lo-fi hip hop beats to kill some weeds too, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, is it a little too warm to be killing today? Yeah, I don't. But we're gonna do the driveway today, and we'll do everything else in the morning, because you don't want to spray weed spray on grass when it's hot or turf when it's hot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this stuff sprayed on the driveway, and in the morning we'll do everything else. All right, about 15 minutes in, this little thing has gotten some use. Now we're gonna do some of the backyard. Once again, we're not spraying turf because it's a little too hot. Let me try to explain this as best as I can. Think of it as you in black. Almost the same thing. So even though it's only like 92, 93 out right now, because I'm wearing black, it feels a lot hotter. Well, you gotta remember, at the surface level, your grass, this stuff back here, is only at 92. At the root level, it could be anywhere between 105 to 115. You don't want to stress out your turf by spraying this stuff. So we're only going to hit the weed. We're not going to spray anything, tall weeds only, no surface level weeds. And we're going to spray around the fence as well. So maybe this stuff can start dying. It's a little windy out, like I said. It's a little too windy to be spraying, but I just needed something to do. So we're going to get to it. I might need to wait for it to calm down a little bit, but I did get this little area over here by the AC unit, so that's going to be pretty cool. I will get the stuff that's on the fence though. Mix up a little bit more. I got everything, but I need to mix up some more. So, come on. The T-Zone, it does come with this little measuring thing right here, but once again, when do we ever do anything right? But we're not going to add that much. That much. And now with that, we are going to this. All right, that's enough. Go ahead, put that back in there. All right, give that a little shake. All right, let's get that all the way in the back. We're gonna get that and we'll be done with that part. Let's go. done with that, let me put this up and I'll walk you through. That one I got a while ago. These over here needs to be redone. As a matter of fact, this whole area right here needs to be smoothed out and probably put on a slab. Now, as you see, a lot of these weeds are not ours. They're not mine. But since they cross into my yard, I have to do something about it. So, one of the reasons I don't mind spraying this stuff right here and getting it all wet, but don't want to get my turf, is because the turf is going to get stressed out. And I don't want it to get stressed out and start to die back. But this stuff, I don't care nothing about. I don't care about the weeds. So I will wait until it gets a little bit cooler and maybe a little bit, as you can see, less gusty, and get everything. This right here, I'll let start to die down, and then I'll come and just cut that off right there. This stuff right here, same thing. I'll wait for it to get less gusty. I'll respray it again, but that's enough well into their yard. I don't have to worry about it. This thing right here, I think this is more of a tree. So I tried not to hit the actual tree, but all of this stuff, I'll have to detangle. I think this is also a plant because of this right here. So I think this is more of a plant, but you know what? Here's the thing. Until we know what it is, it's got to die. And then as you come back here, this is all just pretty much weeds. Anything that's touching my side, I can kill. All of this right here. I think this is another tree, but it might be a hardy. It might just be a weed that just grew a strong enough roots. Of course, this is a tree right here. Now, this is an alleyway. This is an alleyway, and it's more. We used to use this as kids. The alleyway actually leads all the way down to the end of the street, but it's mainly used by the utilities. There used to be a utility pole right here, but there's one right there, and then there's the one right there. So my property ends right here at this gate post, and all of this is their stuff right here. So I'm not gonna touch their stuff. So I did get this right here, and this right here is going to get chopped off. I'm gonna let it start to die down, then get chopped off. Got all of this right here. So I do need to fix this gate right here. But sooner or later, what I want to do is I want to wrap a brand new gate. One of those, like that white gate over there. Something like that with like the lattice top. And I want to wrap it all the way around. Because all the way down between the homes. What I was thinking was I would stop it somewhere by their house. Like just stop it so the kids can kind of play in both yards. But you know, always leave. But then again, here's the thing. They're renters. So I'm the owner. So my problem is if they move out, they got great kids. They're a great family. But if they move out and bring someone else in and they're trash, I would want our fence to go all the way up to the sidewalk. This one is going to be the exact same thing. And this one, same thing, except I want the gate to be right. Just probably a little bit further down. I don't know. Who knows? So anyway, 10 more minutes. Let's find something to do in the garage. Let's find something to do so we're not just sitting out here burning time. So this is the back area of the AC unit. I planted some grass over here, but it didn't get watered when it was growing, so this is just going to be dirt. So what I might do is I might just take all of this up and put a border right here. But once again, we need to figure out what to do with this area right here. But I'm going to figure that out when it's time to replace this unit, which is going to be pretty soon, probably within the next year or two. So I would probably think bring this out to right about here, and then just reach it, bring that border all the way down. So it's, plant something over here that's shade tolerant, cold tolerant, cat piss tolerant, because I'm not tolerant. Okay, yes I am. Found something to do. So let's get that up. I might have to come out and spray this again. I think that's actually, is this? Okay, that's another weed. All right, let's go ahead and put this up. All right, so time to get cleaned up. That's all there is for today. So let's get cleaned up, and I'll talk to you for serving 2. Time right now is 18:10. I accidentally left this thing on. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am.
Workout paused.
So what was a 45-minute workout
Ending workout.
ended up being an hour. The shower doesn't count, so we do got our 45-minute workout in. I'm gonna break my rule just a little bit. I'm just gonna break my rule this one time, and we are going to take a Margaritaville fruit punch. It was either that or take another swig of soda, and I didn't want any more soda for the day. So we're just going to take one more of these. And of course the water isn't that cold, so that's okay. It's fine. It'll be cool. That would do good with some lemon juice in it. So what I got here is the last of the biscuits that were made last week. I got lettuce, iceberg lettuce. I topped it with some mustard. Sorry. I got 2 of the hot links one hot link I cut into 2. I got another 1/4 cup of rice and topped with a little pinch of cheese and some sour cream. Don't ask me why I'm eating salad with mustard on top. It's almost like a 0-calorie food with a 0-calorie condiment. But it's good for some reason. Hey, if you eat it on a hamburger, you're eating a salad, right? So I'm gonna look for something to watch real quick. We're gonna look for something to watch. I might have a dessert, and I'll wrap up on the dessert. Anyway, Pumpkin Spice for 24 Hours by Will Tennyson. Even though I watched this video now a million times, I don't know why, but when it's on my phone, it cycles through his entire playlist. When it's this, it just goes to like the same 20 videos. But I love me some Will Tennyson. Go follow Will Tenney.
Smell it in the air. The trees are turning, the leaves are falling.
And I'll talk to you to wrap up. Time right now is 18:36. I got all my water right here. This is 72 ounces. This is another 32 ounce. And I have a plum and a brownie. And that's going to pretty much end my eating day. My steps are at 15,737-8, not max. 208 ounces of water, 3,441 calories burned, and of course we are at 327.4. We'll see where I'm at tomorrow morning. Like I said, we're gonna do the body water tomorrow. Since I did start it on Sunday, we're gonna weigh in tomorrow and see where I'm at. So let me end with this real quick because I want to answer, because there's something that came to my mind. Actually, I was walking with someone today, and I told them about day 76 trip. So they asked a question: what happens if you don't get cleared? What happens if your clearance doesn't happen and you have to? Did you think about that? I didn't, but now I did, and now here it is. If I don't get cleared to travel and I have to stay in this room, what I'm going to do is we're going to have a day 76 Uber Eats-a-thon. But I have a friend who wants to make me a cheesecake, and I can't have cheesecake on this challenge. No cheat meals. Now, trust me, I did think, tell her to come over and make it here and show me how to make it, and show me how to make a protein one. If it's a protein one or a keto one, that's not cheating, as long as it's made here. But full fat is cheating. So I told her one or two things. If I get cleared, bring it to me. I will freeze it. And then take it with me. But if I don't get cleared, make me the cheesecake, but make me a bunch of your other desserts as like a sampler, and I will plug your business in that one. I'm going to plug the business, whether it's the big cheesecake or like a sampler platter of all her stuff. But anyway, that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is, if it's not my fault, I will let my travel insurance kick in, and I will say, hey, I can't travel. Can I get my money back? And we'll use that money for like other foods I see on Uber Eats that I really want to eat. The dessert will be handled by her. If I don't make that trip because I failed a day, I'm not going to let my travel insurance cover that. I'm going to have to eat that cost of that ticket. That right there is enough to make me say, I'm going to get through this. And day 21, just like that, in the books. So, going to eat my plum, going to eat my brownie, going to think about tomorrow. As much as I want to think about day 75, we need to think about day 22.
Tastes very banana bready. There's a little apple of banana, kind of shows it's fashionably late. Okay, that is interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. That spread.
Remind me of my ex-girlfriend. Squirted all in my mouth.
It is aggressive.
I really hope there's no kids watching.
As I'm eating it, you do not need to do that with this.
Okay. Anyway, gonna enjoy this. Gonna enjoy the brownie. Gonna enjoy another water. Today's over. We're done. See you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'm coming to look for you.
Checks all the categories.